It is Sunday. It's the 10th of May 2026. It is 23 minutes past 9 p.m. A very good evening, or perhaps a very good morning or afternoon, depending on where you happen to be at this point in time around the world. Maybe you're in Hawaii and it's currently 11 a.m. for you. Who knows? I can't know. That's part of the fun here. Welcome to the Sunday stream. Normally this would be Sunday sessions, but until we're done with 100%ing the Starforce Legacy Collection, we will be streaming nothing but Mega Man. We are on day 17. We are very rapidly approaching the longest stream series I have ever done, which is Persona 3 Reload. Alas, we are probably gonna go ahead and go past it. Today, or not today, last time around, on Friday, we went ahead and we started Starforce 3 with a relatively long opening sequence. Today we're gonna go and continue with Chapter 2 as we continue down WBG Studios and go ahead and enjoy whatever comes after. Story has immediately begun. We've got already our first known villains. And it is time for us to go ahead and figure out what's going on in the studios. We all are gonna be doing that. There we go. Once I have got my stuff all in order. There we go. Hope everyone is having a very lovely, good Sunday. As for me, warm water problems. It's the entire reason I was streaming late today. There were lots of problems with the warm water, and by the time that it was finally fixed, yeah, by that time I first needed to do a bunch of things, including shower, because it turns out showering with cold water is a bad idea. So let me go ahead, put you in here as online. There we go. I know we're also slowly but steadily starting to get to the end of this particular series, and I'm probably the only person still playing this, which I'm very well aware of. I don't care. We do this, like, the fact that we're taking 2 months to beat this just means I've got 2 months to prepare for whatever comes next, which I'm now slowly starting to do. Other things we slowly started doing is finishing up this entire list. 17 more achievements to go. The majority of them will be done in Starforce 3. We have 17 more to go. We finished up Blast Off, and very soonish, maybe this stream already, we will be able to start working on illegal cards. We also have the Star Chance mode, which we from now on have access to, should we gain enough battle cards. Also, this is for later, as is this. The Galaxy Advance, not sure how we're gonna do that, but the 30 noise fragments, the Omega Boss also is late game content. The big ones, though, is the noise hands bonus, which I still don't quite know how to do. I'm looking at that between streams. And use a card to turn the 15 panels into an attack. And the noise server with 500%. That's all gonna be very, very fun indeed. We have lots of stuff to do, but most of them will happen later down the line. As far as we are over here in WBG Studios, just finished up Bad Bison. As we go ahead. See, we've got an unlocker. Nice. Hey, wait, hang on. Do we not have a thing here? We do not. No, wait, oh, wait, hang on. Mine. Mine. That's a blue base 3 wave. Mine. Oh, never mind. Not mine. Not mine, I guess. Alright, fine, not mine. Because of story content. Whee! But yeah, the tutorial for Starforce 3 is relatively long because it requires a lot of explaining of the new concepts. Whereas from now on, we are getting through this faster. So the tutorial itself took around 3-ish hours due to, like I said, a lot of talking, a lot of explaining, a lot of the new concepts, even for veterans of Starforce. So yeah, its last stream was around 4 to 5 hours. Something else that is slowly coming to an end is the YouTube experiment. I've got some opinions that I will probably discuss later. At least for now, sort of like now that we're 2 games down, 1 game to go, we sort of getting to a point where it's like, okay, let's start making some. So that, you know, I've got some opinions, and we'll see how that all works out. Yeah, we see over here, Ice having opinion. Oh, speaking of having opinions, Ice has opinions on Sonya. And Mega Man as well. And as for the music, once again, not sure how to feel about that. Like, well, I'll see how it all goes over the course of the entire game as I hear more music. But so far, I'm a bit iffy on the Starforce 3 remixes. And yeah, Isobe is being given the option to be helped with her Mega Man and Sonya problem. Which probably means lots of trouble for us. And there we go, there's the second suit. And we are slowly but surely getting to the dungeon that normally ends my runs. So that will be fun. But yeah, let's just go ahead and make our way over to the event stage. Okay, there we go. Hello, buddy. You need to call people. That's fine. That's fair. Let's see here. Okay, interesting. A couple of dead ends that I don't think I've ever used in my life. And yeah, we have some real life studio stuff happening. And apparently it will look like pink, which I'm not biggest fan of on the planet. Not that I should mind, but I do. Gonna need to do something here real fast again. I really need to get myself some new headphones, but yeah, money issue. Can I actually do anything here? Because yeah, oh, I need to keep it this way. That's not great either. Give me 1 moment. Aha, I found you. What is this again? This is blisters. I don't care if it can be rolled around a thing, it is good enough for me. Waterproof and breathable. I don't care. Your single job is to keep my headphones from falling apart. I don't even know why I have these, to be perfectly honest. Just... I think it's up and I was like, oh yeah, I needed something, and these were on sale or something like that. I don't remember. What I do remember is that I currently need to fix... How do you open these? I guess that's how? The important thing though is that your single purpose will be to keep the electricity flowing in here. There you go. There you go, you have a single purpose. Your single duty, should you choose to accept it, which you will, is to keep the cables from in some way being stopped. This my headphone cable now looks less like a headphone cable and more like as if it's the world's most weirdest art structure, but hey man. If it works, it works. And at this point, I'm really terrified of changing anything about it because I'm worried that it will just... Yeah. Can't be good is what I'm saying. There we go. Okay, that's fixed. Well, it's seemingly fixed until the next bit begins to break, so... Yay. Apparently it also has a cooling effect, which in theory should make the electricity flow faster. I do genuinely need some of the headphones because I'm starting to hear cracks in it. But yeah, turns out Sonya has some stage fright as well. Who knew that a superstar could have them? And yeah, Lee is having seemingly some problems. Maybe at some point I should need to get myself like a very long blister that is just capable of being put across the entire... I don't think they exist, like it would be like the size of the entire human body. Still, it could work in theory. Like I'm also, every time I try to fix it, it just warps itself into new interesting ways that I wasn't aware could be done. So I'm just sitting here kind of like, I don't even know what the solution to this... Okay, you desperately also need... Okay, we're gonna do that. We have ads coming up anyway in a moment. I'm gonna spend that time... That is... Okay, that I've just now noticed something that is actually genuinely dangerous. And that I need to fix, like, as in immediately if I don't want stuff to break. And in that case, there will be no streams for multiple weeks. That's the last thing anyone wants. So, everyone, I'm not certain when the ads exactly will play. According to Twitch, they should be happening any moment now. Please enjoy them. I am, in the meantime, gonna go ahead and fix a genuinely dangerous issue with my headphones. That's probably also a sign I should probably buy some new ones, but I don't have the money for it at the moment. Yeah, find the genuinely dangerous part. I mean, to be fair, a lot of this stuff is genuinely dangerous, but this right here is like maximum dangerous. Okay, gotta go ahead, push this like this. Start, yeah, okay, we'll start in a few moments. Enjoy your ads. I'm gonna try and fix some stuff here to avoid stuff breaking and streams having to end for multiple weeks. See you in a moment. No ads? No ads. Twitch is lying to me again. Yay! The thing. Oh, good lord. Yep, nope. And there we go. There's the ad break. And that is even more. Currently we are just focusing on some stuff on the YouTube, and you are currently not seeing or hearing anything. That is by design. It's one of the things that I will be discussing at some point about my experience with YouTube streaming, because I've come to some interesting conclusions. Yep, there you go. There you are. Okay, push this halfway. That way, a bigger part can be taken into account. There we go. That is now protected. In theory. Is there any else that's obviously doesn't seem a bit over here, but that's never really okay. That doesn't seem okay. Doesn't seem too bad. But it is clearly a sign. Okay, there we go. Welcome back, everyone. From now on, they happen every 30 minutes. So yeah, someone has started sending viruses. It's like every single time that I look, I see more and more parts of everything just falling apart, which is genuinely a problem. Problem also kind of just started out of nowhere, which is worrying. It was a few minutes ago. Ooh, to what? Save the content. Oh dear. The audience would be in grave danger. Oh dear. That is genuinely dangerous. Yes, yes, exactly. Also, Luna, please don't try and make us more famous. Exactly, you know, lives are on the line here. Luna is actually growing as a person. But yeah, I often kind of put this game into 3 parts, which is the first 3 chapters, then the Vaza stuff, and then the final part. So yeah, we are pretty much halfway through the first third of the game, which is 1/6. So there's definitely like the talking is the most prevalent in the first third. Not that that really matters too much, because it's fun. It's fun yapping. It's very, very fun yapping. Also, poor Luna feeling a bit useless, which is a bit of a shame. But it is true that there's not much she can do at the moment. Seems like anything strange. Alright. Yay, freedom! Or at least freedom enough. There we go, it's the first incoming mail. Prop room is where we have our first problem. Prop. Yes, we are. What's wrong with the lock, but it won't come out. Alright. That's time to go and have a look-see inside. It's not the most difficult part of the game. Thank you. You know, a couple of very easy to solve problems, sort of like very reminiscent of the first chapter. Ooh, Doom Mystery Wave. Yeah, in a moment, buddy. There we go.
Let's do this.
And to be fair, we're gonna get a lot of the... There we go, thank you.
Take this.
We're gonna get a lot of the 500 battles when we are trying to get a very... No, don't use. We're trying to get a very specific noise wave change.
I'm feeling good.
I'm still kind of thinking about how we're gonna do that, if it's gonna be required. Star hoop. Ooh, wizard equip, cool. There we go. Is this powerful while balanced healing? Putting everything up at 2. Yeah, it turns out that our cannons aren't strong enough to deal with whatever ice issues we are dealing with. And this is where we also get introduced to a new mechanic that will happen sometimes, which is that we can, wizards can be lended to each other.
Wizard change.
And yeah, so we will have towers for the remaining of the remaining part of chapter 2 for the rest of chapter 2. Good lord. Okay, that voice I am genuinely not happy with. So yeah, it seems that someone surprised the poor wizard from behind. That at the very least looks like a female wizard. But now we know. There we go, moving on to the next. That is painful. Now the Taurus is gonna be here and it's gonna be using the lines normally meant for Megasis. Okay, stage projector. Okay. Stage projector is, I believe in this case, stage projector is frozen. Yes, it is! There we go. Still a bit awkward to be using to not click on stuff, but it's the best they could do.
Taurus flame!
Which is, you know, more than fair. There you go. I believe the next one is the bomb threat. Once we go outside.
Message!
Yep, there we go. Security visit from the front entrance. So to investigate our reporting, there's no problem. The visit charge the stunt car's the only one I haven't heard from. Alright. Back alley dudes, no. Catchy, which means stingy. Not quite, but I mean, not sure what that even would be a translation of. But first things first. There's a blue mystery wave card over there. Neat. Which is oh, nice. That's our first upgrade already. One of the things that is a definite change from Starforce 2 is that the updating begins a lot earlier in the game.
Warning.
Haha! Not today, foul warning! I doth not require thee. Oh right, that's this thing. We do want to at the very least get the blue mystery wave. And the unlocker. Gonna be here a while. I know that you need to go right for the navy, but... like, we will start wanting... warning enemies once we actually have a use for them.
Take this!
There you go. Ow.
Got you!
There we go. Yeah, a lot more enemies as well now have mechanics that can be negated using just your own firepower. 1200 zennies, thank you. So use a locker. Ooh.
Mega Man!
Equip to change all cards to Area Eater. Oh. I have a dumb idea here.
Save!
I have a very dumb idea. One of them was like how to sort of like use all 15 cards. I have a... this is a dumb idea, and if it works... Epsilon 0729. Okay, so we now know we have Epsilon available to us. There we go.
All according to plan.
Gives us more zennies. And there we go. That's the geo folder. That's not what I want. There we go. That's the final of the small side quests.
Taurus flame!
There we go. See who did it. Probably a female wizard, but I've never seen her before. Okay. She said not to mention that there was actually no bomb program. Well, that's good to know. Good to know. Is there anything else here that we want, or is this it? Oh no, it's a shot. It's actually a shot. Yeah. No. Okay. Derp me. Sometimes need to look ahead of time.
Message!
Absolutely freezing. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, the first audience is starting to arrive. That's not amazing. There we go. At the very least, the problems are small enough.
Taurus flame!
He's like, yeah, I will. I'm like, yeah, you do. In a few minutes. Okay, so the concert now officially begins. Ooh, I wonder what kind of songs shall be played. And let's make sure we are all dressed properly, chap. Silly. Alright, fine by me. I want to make sure we're all dressed properly. You okay? Got down to that. Alright. Oh yeah, we don't know much about who the wizard is. We do know it's a female wizard. And there we go. We're now becoming brothers with Lee. Yay! Giving us more link power in the form of 50. And yeah, there we go. There's Sonia's little stage. Which looks very purple, looks very pink, I mean, indeed. Ooh, special seats. Neat. Yeah, this stage will now stay here for the rest of the game. Which is another change. It's like we do make some tangible changes to the world itself, which is cool. Also, you can see people slowly but steadily going up and down. Which is, once again, it's a cool, nice little background detail. Once again, a reminder, if whenever you're going like, wow, he suddenly is excited for seemingly normal things. These games originally came out on the Nintendo DS. So a lot of it is also like, sort of like more so about the power of the DS, the DS itself. So it's always sort of like in context to the fact that these games were originally Nintendo DS games. Also, can we point out the fact that this wizard is willing to kill what's essentially still a teenager? No? Okay. It turns out that it's getting rather chilly in here. To be fair, but yeah, I kind of want to say thank you, Thomas, for making the joke for me. What, hang on. What is... Pardon me. F to C, there we go. It's 3 degrees Celsius, dear lord. And the Cybercore is frozen as well, which means you probably know what where all this will be going and what our next dungeon shall be. Moreover, it shouldn't even be possible. Stop responding. Ooh, that means everyone will fall down. Oh, we'll be stuck up there with animator. Oh, that's actually worse, yes. Freeze to death. Once again, just pointing out here. Diamond Ice is so desperate for Belle to become a pop star that she's willing to kill people over it. One could see this as somewhat of an indictment of the entertainment industry. I am going to, even if the developers didn't intend to such. Also need to clean that up after stream. Okay, and I also disappeared a while ago. I wonder who it could be. And it is very much possible it is unfortunately Lee. Well, oh, never mind. I wanted to say, like, it seems like the stage is officially frozen shut, but not quite yet. Yep. And there we go. Now it's all ice all the time. Well, that's one way of keeping people from the fact that they're slowly freezing to death. Just continue singing and dancing, which, fair enough. Exactly. And yeah, the fun fact is that this is actually a thing that could only really exist in Starforce, or at least this chapter, this scenario, because of the changes to the wave changing. Because now he can do cool stuff like this. Anyway, say hi to the event stage, CC. Ooh, neat. This is where a lot of my 1 hour runs have not so much died as grinded to a halt. And yeah, just Sonia apologizing. And yes, it seems that Diamond Ice is indeed going out of control. As for the gimmick, well, it is Ice Ice Baby. First things first. Let's go ahead and let the explanation happen. And yeah, well, essentially we need to step away from the ice as quickly as possible. Once our temperature hits 0, we are frozen. And if we do hit 0, then Taurus Flame will be here to help us. Even the bluer the ice, the quicker the temperature changes. And yeah, so 10 seconds in order to press A as quickly as possible. And any ice balls can also be helped through Taurus. So let's go ahead and, as you can see here, a couple of frozen panels. Getting hit by Aqua Attack will freeze you. So in theory we should have this all memorized, given how often I've gone through this. Okay, so just follow the routes. Let's go ahead and do that first. One, two, down here.
Taurus Flame!
Giving us V-shot. No trancing out. Moving on down. Is there anything here? Yes, there is. Okay, so we want at the very least. Normally I would ignore that, but given the fact that we are. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. Also, we have more Hertzes we can save! Well, we had more Hertzes we could save.
All according to plan.
Normally I would quickly go to this, but given the fact that we are obviously doing pretty much what could be considered a 100% run of this game. Getting as many cards as possible. Also, we now officially have Ice Stage, which is relatively useful-ish. Okay, hang on.
I'm ready to fight.
There we go.
We deleted them into next week.
Speaking of which, have I already changed the battle cards to... No, I could... Oh! I have an idea. Taurus Flame with mini ice stage and also getting rid of the mini grenades. Panel format. Want to get rid of barrier. Grab Flash Strike and Grand Wave as well. Thank you. I have an idea.
Taurus Flame!
Thank you. Moving on, also we have an ad break coming up. Please enjoy them. Gives me some time to do some looking awards. Okay, follow that. Is there anything over here? You can probably already start seeing how the second round is gonna be more difficult. Okay, so take the outer line, and then here is where it gets interesting. Okay, so there we can go down here, grab that, move, use this as a safe zone, then go back up. Grab this, grab both of them in fact. There's a blue one right here, so we need to take that route, then go all the way back up for CC3. Yeah, this is the first one with 3 CC cores, and that is gonna be the main gimmick. There we go. So yeah, it seems we are gonna have to go down quite a few optional routes for the blue mystery waves. But so be it. And there you go, welcome back everyone. That is my cue to once again start. Also, here's a fun fact, they never tell you this, but this works as a mechanic. That is air spread 2. Thank you. So if you move between... So it says when you are on solid ground, but what they really mean is when you are not on ice panels. So when you're flying in the air, is also just as viable.
Here they come. Goodbye. You're done.
That worked out really nicely. There we go.
You're no match for us.
This is more Zennies. Equip to change all cards to area. Oh, then hang on. I know what that means. Okay, never mind. Now I know what that means. You will fast 180 zennies, thank you. 1500 zennies, not worth it, but now we know. Ice stage, yes please.
You ready, Mega?
You're done for. Goodbye.
Here I go! Go!
There we go.
I hope I can get even stronger.
Moving swiftly along, there we go. On towards the final CC core. Event stage CC3. Let me see. Yeah, we want to take that path, go down. This is where we once again get stuff gets funky. Okay. If we go down, don't need to go down, go up. Can go ahead and dictate from there. Not going there. Interesting. You know what? I'm curious just to see what's down there. You can't just give me a random nothing, then expect me not to use it, not to want to go there.
You better prepare yourself.
Got the fight line. There we go.
Goodbye.
Oh, yeah! Why did I do that? I was so close!
Underestimating me.
Oh, there we go. It's a blue mystery wave. Cool.
Taurus flame.
And we get HP plus 50. Go here. Scan, that's a normal one, no need for that. Okay, so that leads to the boss. So if we go down here. Okay, interesting. It's also the second that I'm standing on solid ground.
No time for slacking, kid.
Got you.
There we go. Into a counter. Very nice. This is why the B-Slap is such a useful card to have. There we go.
Taurus, flame!
And thank you very much. What do we have here? It's HP. I'll take the HP memory plus 20. There we go. Let's do single use here.
I'm ready to
Because they're
fight.
all ice. It's a nice little triple delete. Yes. Oh, ice spin. Nice, maybe? Not sure. And there we go. There is gonna be our boss. Not sure if I want to use ice spin. Let me check. This is a zigzagging penguin. Not helpful. There we go. I will say though, it's the boss music feels more. I'm not certain what the right word is. It almost feels like more epic due to a more orchestral soundtrack. Like it's rather nice, but it's like it's not at all what I associate with Starforce. So it's a very orchestral kind of soundtrack. So that, yeah. Anyway, say hello to Diamond Eye, 700 HP. Her main gimmick is these little ice things that she's gonna be using to hide behind. So it's a gimmick we've seen before in Starforce. Place Your Surf is the most famous example. You can use B-Slap to get rid of them if required. Or at least they do have HP values. There we go. And that's pretty sure every single boss is technically beatable with the Mega Buster. Ooh, wait, hang on. Yeah, let's do a single use here. Kinda wanna wait until she is in the perfect position. Like right here. There we go. Not quite, because I think because it's water, she's weak against electric attacks. So let's go and check that real fast, but I think she is. There we go. Yeah, as per usual, the normal attack variant, or the normal variant of... Yes, and then we can also use both of these.
Take this.
Use the Vide Line, not that useful, but it gets rid of some parts that otherwise aren't being used.
Have some of this.
we go. And that's it, without being hit once, I believe. Giving us 1500 zennies. Without being hit once, which I will absolutely take. Goes to show how often I lose this game. Good lord. No, Diamond Eyes can be really difficult if you're not prepared to use your shield, and is therefore a very good boss teaching you to really begin using your shields. Because more bosses will have shield-only attacks. There we go, we see our first true Crimson, as we've seen during the last stream when Mr. Famous was, or Mr. Legendary was talking all about it. And now we see that even though we already knew that they were evil, now we truly know that they are truly evil. Given that they are deliberately trying to gain as much crimson as possible, and odds are it's not for a good reason. For those of you who need a reminder, on Friday we learned that the more crimson is being released on the planet, the more a certain meteor is slowly but steadily moving course to Earth. One moment, there we go. A little dirty work. Well, that's not entirely true in this case, because Sonia is obviously there. There we go. Belle and Ice are having a bit of a moment. Move into the finale. Move into the finale of Belle's of Sonia's concert. And it is also, by no surprise, gonna be the theme song of Starforce 3. There we go. There we go. Lovely, lovely little song. I will be honest, wasn't quite looking at the lyrics, but obviously lyrics are about Sonia's relationship to Gio, from what I remember. And yeah, we are getting our brother band back with Sonia. There we go. And link power went by 60 as well. How nice. Getting quite a bit of link power now. In fact, the link power easily can move into the 1000s. Or in the 1000 range. It's also interesting to see that Jack is interested in them beyond just merely seeing them as annoyances. And now we know what Corvus looks like. I will say though, I like Corvus' design, but Tia's design is just... Or Queen's design is just... Yeah. I don't know, I'm not a fan of it. Alright. And there's apparently something else happening here. Something else is in the works. Something that slowly but surely is being revealed to us piece by piece, which once again is definitely a step up compared to Starforce 2. Whereas in Starforce 2 it was all like, oh yeah, these are all unrelated incidents, there's like no reason to... Like, don't worry about it, it's all unrelated, don't question it. Now it's like, okay, there's pretty clearly from the start, at the very least there is something going on, some bigger scheme that we are not quite seeing at this point in time. And in the meantime, police is being police. Also always wondered what I assume they have backpacks on the back of them, but it definitely looks like something else. And in the meantime, a small child is trying to argue with the police. It's almost cute. It's like we're so we know that, like, yeah. TV show every week. Aww. Snow on stage. We tried to make it snow on stage during performance. And the equipment went a little haywire. Oh yeah, I mean, totally, yeah, no, yeah, absolutely, that is exactly what happened right there. I fully agree there, yes. That is absolutely what happened. Exactly, like, oh no, haywire snow. You've seen guys seen that before, right? Remember the abominable snowman? I remember the abominable snowman. We all do. Fold that easily. Exactly, we didn't see anything. Once again, you guys are children. Why are you arguing with the police? Ah, Ace is once again back. Hi, Ace. You still snacking? Yeah, we are still very much in the Saturday morning cartoon vibe of Starforce, but we're already starting to see some small changes occur here and there. Also, you're still eating them? Not the Siding it. Oh dear. Oh dear. And once again, we're starting to see hints here of there's some bigger grander thing going on. In Star Wars 1, it was all clear after around this third chapter that there was stuff happening. It was slowly being drip fed. With Star Wars 2, it would take until the very end, and here it is already from day one, which is a nice change. Like, it at the very least takes away the Saturday morning cartoon vibe of the chapters. And there we go, purpose fulfilled, meaning the end of the chapter as is. Just gonna go ahead and save. There we go. And now we at the very least know what the name of the organization is. Are you learning enough another player? Cast of characters is slowly growing. As is, yeah. Someone is way too into their stick. Also, he just genuinely looks awful and not in a good way. Also, that makes the, I think, second time in less than a year that the Earth is once again being threatened by someone with too much ego and... yeah. Oh dear, oh dear. The worst part as well is the problem is this character was very in vogue for a while in media, especially after Breaking Bad. This is not done well here. Because we never actually get to see the other side of King. It's like all we ever see is the "Mohahaha, I'm evil" side. Whereas obviously if you want to do this sort of like philanthropy on one end, evil on the other side, you want to showcase both sides. And there we go, there's another character. So he's like, ah, my plans are perfect, and we shall see about that over the course of the game. Also, fun fact, it should in theory only been a few months in Starforce 2, so Yeah, people will be doing the newfangled thing that new people do when newfangled things come out. That's how our brains tend to work. And yeah, it seems that the next big goal for evil organization that has very much has a gambling addiction is astronomy lab and police. Such a shocker. Anyway, as for us though, our third chapter begins differently. Turns out there's a school holiday going on. This is also normally roughly where, the fun fact, this is normally roughly where my 1 hour runs tend to end. Speaking of stuff ending, there's an ad break coming up in 2 minutes, which will end this particular part of the stream. Geo couldn't come with us. No! Oh no! How horrible! Also, apparently the wife ladder goes to an island? What kind of future are you living in? And in the meantime... Yeah, welcome to Aloha, which I've always assumed was Hawaii. Although some people have also said that it could be Okinawa, which I think both are. It's probably a combination of both. So it's just common megas. It's unrivaled. Or you've just questioned every single person in town about every single weird thing that has happened over the course of the last few months. That could also be a reason as to how you know. Anyway, we have an ad break coming up. Do enjoy. There we go. Let's just go ahead and enjoy ourselves. Let's just go ahead and relax for a few moments. Oh dear, when browsing Reddit, I have found the ancient ones, which is a Yo Mama joke. It's been a long time since I saw a Yo Mama joke. It's like finding an old scroll with old magics. And there we go. Welcome back, everyone. Yeah, Gio is casually explaining what happened to him. And he's essentially explaining that noise is slowly being starting to build up inside of Geo, which is why he's starting to feel a bit iffy and a bit ill. Consider it an early birthday. When is Geo's birthday, actually? Gives you the ability to control noise. Alright. For now, it won't really have a usage for us, except as a story device, but it will come into play later down the line. And we also got SP key 1, which lets us access space. Never be allowed, but the owed 1 and Geo 1 for making him late. More importantly, we're actually very close to having the majority of areas already unlocked. Isn't that exciting? Definitely makes you suspicious, though. Makes you very suspicious. Let's have... Hello, police, this person right here. Anyway, if we go to map, we can start seeing we've got Spice Mall WBG Studios is somewhere on here as well. But yeah, let's go to Aloha. And let's also do some shopping. Get the HP memory, thank you. Do you want to get in the locker? We already have to, okay. Thank you. There we go. Just in case us. Windy attack 1. Next enemies in the front row back. I will take that in exchange for swords. Although we do need to keep a couple of swords in there. Anyway, welcome to space. Welcome to a place that we're going to be spending an awful lot of time once we have access to the noise program. You can even see the curvature on the Earth. So also, once again, it's an escalation of skill, right? Like in Starforce 1, we started off on the ground and stayed on the ground. Starforce 2, we move into the atmosphere. And now in Starforce 3, we are actively using space as just a way to travel. Find a place to go down to Aloha. Yes, I shall be making that joke often. And also, look at this! He's so cute! He's so cute! Anyway, when it's installed, you'll see a noise level gauge on the upper right of the screen. You'll see that during the next battle. Till about 99% you won't be affected, but have to be careful. Substantial phenomena have been observed. Can hit with an attack even though you are flashing. So also towards you. For now, converted into data that's totally unrelated to the enemy you've been deleted. Yes. Non-dimming, non-elemental card is used to delete the virus. The difference of the... Yeah, so Starforce 3, very much in the habit of asking you to overkill. For now, it is purely a thing to keep in mind, but overkill is going to become very important as the game progresses. Okay, let's grab you first. And this is from now on a thing we need to continue to worry about. As I got HP memory 10, thank you.
Warning, warning, warning.
No, no warning! Bad warning! Bad warning! Because here you end up in front of Aloha. There. Ooh, got a couple of interesting ones. Paralyzed Plus. Might well grab that just to have it. We got Panic Cloud. Confuses. Ooh. Time Bomb. B-Slap. Got the Great Axe. Got all kinds of funky things. You will sort of like... no, let's grab this one first. Got 2 unlockers. Might as well make use of it. Gives us 200 HP for 290. Let's we'll go ahead and grab some stuff. And that is... take a look. They're gonna... okay, they're gonna lock. Let's get rid of Area Eater. Let's get rid of you, because this way we can grab the 200. That gives us... there we go, it gives us now 420 HP. So it's almost completely doubled how much HP we can have. Which is very good and very useful. Okay, let's not use it yet.
Prepare yourself.
You can start seeing that there are also holes in the ground. Notice in the top right corner it says 0%. For now, keep in mind that we don't actually want to fill up the gauge, but that is going to be changing as the game progresses. Matt, welcome too as well. Currently have 28 cards. Remember, we're technically still at the start of the chapter, but I don't care. I just want to go and grab my blue mystery ways. Plus cannon. Thank you. Gives us 29. We are also counting down with every battle card we get. We're also getting closer to finishing up more. Christ, good morning. We're also starting to finish up getting the 3 achievements related to...
Have some of this.
Yeah, you can see here that it says 10%. That's because we overkilled with by 10. Which means that we now have 10% noise. It's gonna become very important as the game progresses. But all we now need to do is go ahead and enjoy Chapter 3, also known as Geo's Very Awful School Summer Trip. Not to be confused with the Awful School Summer Trip of another game. Ooh, funky. I love how they just don't question the fact that Geo is just late and coming in from a side that's clearly not meant to be where the train station is. And yeah, apparently the Evil King Foundation has made a donation. Apologies, had a moment there for had something to think about for a moment there. Anyway, yeah, continuing, yeah. On. Imagine for a moment that you are on a tropical island and you have to suddenly explain it about something about the tropical island, even though you were not prepared for it. Poor Tia, welcome to real life. Castle, ooh. Powerful environmental system. Cool. Constant summer. Oh, that would be god, that would be an absolute nightmare. Can you imagine constant summer? I'm not built for constant summer. It's also like strangely enough, in the soundtrack I'm hearing like a single drum somewhere in like the left ear. It's interesting. There's definitely some subtlety here that is not in the original soundtrack. His name is Strong. Well, that makes sense. A strong wizard named Strong. Sometimes, why to go for the difficult route when you have an easy name right there in front of you? Change the purpose for the trip. Oh dear. Oh no. We have to pick? No, we don't pick. There we go. Trip to remember. Yay! It will certainly be a trip to remember. Also, Luna, once again, just not knowing when to just give up. Do what she tells you to. Oh dear. I will say the beach is currently closed for reasons that shall become clear in a moment. But no worries! There's lots of food once again. Why is it that every single stream is about food lately? Why is it that every single stream is dealing with food in some way? A good time. Yeah, is that pickles? Bitter melon burgers. Delta 8631. Well, I mean, I was planning on using some of the things, but apparently I'm not allowed to. 1% mango juice. Yeah, I'm very conservative when it comes towards my fruits. To make a trip to remember. Well, it certainly will be one. Mr. Ooh, low on donut. Donuts. Mr. Vagabond. Alright then. I mean, to be fair, so do I, so... Ooh, where are we going? Ah, going there. I don't care. You know what? Let the virus enjoy its vacation. Let's go ahead and let the virus enjoy its vacation. See, they're just having fun in the sun. There's a map of the law. It's a map of Aloha, indeed. Got some mythological creatures. One moment. I think we now officially know what Gio's opinion on Megas is. Which is to say, I mean, Megas is a good mug. Like, I mean, don't worry, Megas. I think you look good. And nice. So that leaves us at 430. Good. Ah, yeah. No, we are not dealing with that. We will deal with that once we have access to noise change. Then I feel like that's sort of the moment in the game where it becomes safe enough to enter the noise waves. And yeah, it turns out Strong is currently far away. Poor guy. Oh, let's just still try and enjoy our vacation. Speaking of that, ooh, there's an unlocker here. There's also blue yes, I know what my next purpose is. Well, my first purpose is the new cards, which are level 2 cards. Good, thank you. My next purpose for today, to make this a trick to remember, is to yoink to use the unlocker to yoink whatever card is in here. Got Aquafang, eh? Which is bubble pose attack. Ah, the rabbit. I mean, the rabbit is nice, but not needed. Especially not at this point in the game, but I can see why it would be useful.
Let's do this. Got you.
There we go. These are counter enemies. There's also a solid moment to explain what it is that happens when noise change. So, like I said, we have been talking about overkill. So being overkilled with 50,
Go.
meaning that our noise is now at 90%, as we also overkilled with 40. And for now, we don't want to make it go above 100. Ooh. Oh, I'm liking this so far. That is 450. I'll take it. There's something wrong with the machine at the stall. Oh! Right, well, let's go to the Cybercore and see what the problem is. But yeah, I would love to be on a tropical island right now. Alas, I don't. I do know some friends that live on tropical islands, and you know, fun for, based on what they're telling me, fun for a vacation. Keep it at just a vacation. Scrap that first. Yeah, something else to remember is that once you hit 100% noise, you start the next fight at 50%. So later on in the game, it is surprisingly useful to keep your to sort of like keep your noise above 100%. If you want to start with your changed form, but that's all for later. Also, first enemies with a genuinely unique gimmick, which is if you attack them, well, this is what happens. They become angry boy. Go blinded them into Taurus Flame. Thank you.
Come on, I was just getting started.
Giving us a Mad Fire one. I'll take that. There's nothing here. No. And it turns out the reason nothing is working is because we got a very, very happy herd that is just enjoying his singing. Tomorrow's low. Oh dear. This is sort of like what I'm saying, like it's pretty clear that it's meant to be a mixture of both Hawaii and also Okinawa, because Okinawa doesn't have this particular thing, but it's more of an Hawaii, Honolulu kind of idea. Which is still nicer, like it's a fun little mixture. Yeah, I know that not often games don't often really take place on tropical islands. Yeah, look. Ah, there you go. The beach reserved session for the beach has ended. Nice. For the first time in a Starforce or a Battle Network game, we can swim. At least we shall be able to swim after this cutscene. And it turns out there's more than one thing that has been kept for that has managed to survive this 200 years between Battle Network and Starforce. Turns out then Houdini on the beach, made famous in Oran Isle in Battle Network 5, has survived the centuries. And we shall wonder if this time around nobody gets to hear the most awful sound in the universe. I love how Jack is getting really into Houdini on the beach. Worst noise. I love how Jack is meant to be very evil, and now he's like, oh yeah, you know, he's like, ooh, something interesting is happening. I do hope that Aloha also keeps the jellyfish away. It's one of my main fears when going into the ocean. Oh dear, and it is never shown who it is that had the sound we made, which, you know what, that is fair. There's no need to let us know who it was. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. This right there. This right here. These eyes. These, oh dear lord, these eyes. Anyway, yeah, for the first time in a Battle Network or Starforce game, we can swim. At least we can swim beyond just seeing it in a cutscene. Has no purpose, but it's still fun to do. It's a piece of yeah. We are just swimming in HP memories. Whee! It's the harpoon to catch fish. Sprint out from swimming to the sea. Alright, fair. Fun fact, you also can't use your glasses while in the water because you need to be able to see people in order not to bump into them. It's not necessarily a fun fact. Oh. You know what? I would long to see these in the real world. This is a style of beach furniture that I can get behind. What I can also get behind is ads, which will be happening in 2 minutes. Ish, give or take. Oh yeah, hello Sonia! And she's doing a photo shoot for the next album cover. Only 3 days ago she did a concert in the cold and now she's already working on new stuff. Also, please tell me that you have contact lenses, dude. I actually have a specialized diving glasses that allow me to still see when I'm swimming. Stuff like for the longest time, it was one of the major things that held me back, helped my ability to swim back. Is I can't see without my glasses. So I have some specialized diving gear that I use. And yeah, it's already possible. I've actually been thinking about this. I might take up swimming again. Because I do want to do more exercise, but a lot of the exercise is just kind of like, I don't know, I'm not the kind of person that can really just walk or swim or do stuff like that, but or walk or cycle, because I don't have a bike in the case of cycling, but like, I don't know, swimming has always been something I really enjoyed, so I might start doing that again. The one problem though is that by the time I'm done swimming, I'm essentially knocked out for the rest of the day. That's sort of like the one major issue that I have is, so I'll see what I can do in that. It's real love. Oh, cool. Changed into a flower bed. Oh, pretty. Anyway, also really pretty are these ads, specially chosen for you, for the tropical atmosphere. There's actually an interesting question for once put raised on Reddit on why certain peoples didn't discover Australia earlier, which... yeah, that is indeed very interesting. So yeah, just kind of waiting here for a moment. Anyway, there we go. We are, as they say, back. After I've gotten myself some water. There we go. Also do quick. I know that nobody has activated flinching, but I'm just doing it real fast, and I'm gonna be standing up for a few minutes. Yes, I am. You're gonna go ahead, stand up for a few minutes. You know, like every once in a while, you need to just stand up while doing stuff. It's always recommended. Like, what is it after every hour of sitting? 5 hours or 5 minutes of standing up? So that's exactly what we are doing right now. Microphone isn't quite capable of reaching that far, but you know, we're still somewhat nearby. So there we go. Also, before we do anything else, no blue waves, no blue waves. Go. It's a bit weird. Like I actually have to look due to my height. I actually have to look down right now. Yeah, being long isn't always amazing. Anyway, let's go into the Starforce TC and see what's up. Well, what is up is... Why, hello, good sir. You look like a custom wizard. And there we go. Well, given he's so strong, I wonder if his name is Strong by any chance. And with the Legion, oh dear. Doesn't give me much confidence, oh dear, oh, if only you knew. Save the Earth from great peril twice, yes, we are famous. We have some big boys. All right.
Here we go.
Got a bit of drizzle.
Here I go.
There we go. Ooh, that is very lucky.
You better prepare yourself.
Okay. Okay.
There we go, and then Grand Wave should be enough. There we go. You can already start seeing in the top right corner. Well, just how easy it gets, how easy it is to get dangerously close to the 100% mark. Also, no, poor Sharky Boy can't do anything. Oh, if only Sharky Boy could do something. Oh, but he can't. To be fair, neither can we. Go, it's got to count it.
All according to plan.
Here we go, some more Zennies, thank you very much. And there we go. For the secret, yes. Please. I also love the Victoria calls him Mr. Big Wizard, like, oh. And there we go. We've met Strong, which was apparently a way of business, which is just deleting a bunch of viruses. Well, I was on patrol. Ah. If there are any problems, please come and see me. Well, we shall do that. Oh. In the meantime, we're just kind of just dancing to the music. There we go. Let's return to fun on the beach. These 3 days I had to swim. Oh dear. Also, not the fact that the only thing that we are thinking about is that it's hot, which, fair. Yeah, dealing with some more fun in the sun. Good lord, hang on. There we go. Oh, poor Zag. Still sinking. Yeah, don't. I mean, they do have a river flowing through Echo Ridge. Like, why didn't he learn to swim there? He's kind of trapped in the submarine. Oh, yeah, he was. To be fair, he could have used that time in order to learn how to swim. Also, yeah, it turns out clothes have been stolen. Oh no. Who could be behind such a nefarious deed? If only we knew. Truly the most evil thing that can be done on the beach. And yeah, I agree with Jack here. Always make sure you are watching out for robbers. Shirt, pants, handkerchief, bag. There we go. Now I'm gonna be sitting back down at my 5 minutes of standing up. Also, Geo's clothes are apparently the only ones that were not stolen. But it was the work of of bandit wizards. Yes, yes they are. Do villainous deeds indeed. Easily on the wave road, well out of the reach of humans. Oh dear. Well, then let's go ahead and try and capture them. Let's go ahead and deal with the most serious of bandits, clove stealers. Yes. You alright, give them back? Oh dear. But yeah, dealing with our first malicious wizard. Just gonna do this in order to get rid of them. And just use panel format here real fast and then divide line. Doesn't won't really stop too much. There we go. Ooh, hack panel, eh? Probably should have waited in that case. Let's see here.
Here we go. How's this?
Goodbye.
And yeah, we cannot actually stand on there, which is relatively annoying. We want to ride the road turn. Pulse. It's a fun, neat little trick we can do. If we use jet attack, then surprisingly, that opens up the hack panels for us again.
Alright,
So there's like
that was great.
some stuff where knowing what the different cards all do allows you to work around the situations that otherwise are difficult, if not impossible, to deal with. Anyway, managed to get Sex Pants, and yeah, it used to be a joke for a while that you needed to get a specific piece of clothing in order to make the speedrun count. One moment. Ooh.
Aha! Bring it.
Here I go. How's this?
There we go, that's our first Hertz saved. Also gives us one Mr. Hertz. The more we get, the more power, the more rewards we will be given. There we go, let's go ahead and grab the final 3 pieces of clothing.
I won't lose. Go. How's this?
So yeah, also compared to other games, I feel like the enemy layouts are definitely more annoying, but that's actually surprisingly positive.
Okay. Go.
There we go. No need for P-Stab, was a bit too on that. That's a single user. There we go.
Never let your guard down.
16%, nice. Also got some more money. But more importantly, it used to be joked that in order to get in order to allow your speedrun to count, you would need to get a very specific item, and I've always ignored it. So yeah, we're gonna need to go ahead and grab all the stuff, but unfortunately, oh no! A gust of wind! is causing us to make a most difficult choice. True enemy, after all, of every single game is gust of wind. And my rule of thumb is always bros before hoes. So, Bud, congratulations. You've got your shirt back. You can probably already start seeing why this chapter is relatively shorter compared to the other ones, because it's just less stuff that needs to be explained. We've sort of gotten all the major explanations out of the way, meaning we can get into the action. So there's a little bit of infighting going on with the team of villains. But first things first, we need to deal with the true enemy once again. The wrath of 2 of 3 people. Oh dear, oh dear. So, yeah. I'd better miss the. Alright. Exactly, like it's a rule of thumb, right? Bros before hoes. Like it's just the law of the universe. This cutscene actually changes depending on who you which item you've gotten, and in this case the item is. One moment, I need to go ahead and do a quick thingamajig here. Go ahead and. There we go. Let me very quickly. There we go. Needed to very quickly send something over to let people know what the option or the choice was that I made. Beautiful the fire is. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. What's sitting? There's a guy running over you. Beautiful girls indeed. So it is. I'm so sorry, I just kind of have to laugh here. It's, yeah, don't ever make a woman angry. Oh dear, oh dear. The fun fact is that no matter what you pick, once there will be 2 very, very angry people eating. Did the right thing, yes. Split would be even more. Exactly. What we have done here is ensure that the nuclear conflict has been downgraded to purely a world war, which I think is a good thing. That's the formula. And yeah. Reassured? Yes. Was a really bad mood. that's just normal for Geo at this point. And there we go. He's learned to so get a little cutscene saying that he's learning how to control his powers. And there we go. Bud is the 5th person to have ever used it. Which is indeed kind of nice. It's sort of like, you know, you're seeing a bit more layers to Bud. Yeah, to be fair, it is also showcasing something that isn't really ever discussed in the games, which is how difficult it must be to, you know, do what Geo does. Like, he's just kind of been forced into the situation, he's just been accepting it. So yeah, let's go ahead and explore. I feel like the ground shook just now. No, it must be your imagination. Yeah, that's just your imagination, buddy. But, let's see, this real life disappears. Ooh. Neat. Yeah, it turns out the good strong has gone missing. As is the fact that the earthquakes have been returning in full force. And there we go, we now have Club Strong to deal with. And also say goodbye to the normal way of chapter development, because after Club Strong, yeah, the chapters will be more all over the place. Will more blend into each other with 1 or 2 exceptions. So So yeah, level 6 and 7. Do you have any idea how big that is? A magnitude 6 or 7 earthquake should not be a common occurrence in the slightest. So yeah, we're going just 1 hour ago we were stopping Diamond Eyes, and now we're stopping Club Strong. Third, that we can't fulfill a purpose. That is very fair. Let's go ahead and yeah. Newsflash. Gonna look out for hazard, yes. But what we need to be looking for is the environmental control CC. Emergency alert. The island of Aloha is currently experiencing a powerful earthquake. Oh no! How horrible! Also, here's an emergency news flash. In 2 minutes, there shall be more ads. Very shaky ads. Anyway, welcome to the Environmental Control CC. And this time around, the main gimmick is earthquakes. Yay! And we also learn more about the grass panels. First things first, let's grab you. There we go, it's another HP mem up, thank you.
All right, let's clear them now. You're done for.
There we go. Don't
No
want
match
to...
for us.
And yeah, the main gimmick now is that the floor will fall away behind us. Oh joy! That will be fun. It won't be. I must say though, there's a bit more of a whimsical tune to this particular soundtrack. But yeah, we're gonna go and wait with this until after the ad break, which will happen in 10 seconds. These ads have been chosen because they represent natural disasters. Do enjoy. Currently just doing once again some more quick reading. Also, I hope everyone had a good Mother's Day. I've completely forgotten about that. Like, we are celebrating Mother's Day at the end of May because that's her birthday, so we just kind of do it at the same time. Just waiting for a few more seconds. Yeah, that's my own playing card. But yeah, one of the cards that I think never used, now that I think about it, but yeah. Anyway, there we go. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Earthquake season. Welcome back to the movie Earthquake, just a bit different. There we go. So pressing A allows us to jump over like that. You can see how quickly it goes. So there we go. And this is essentially going to be the main gimmick. Okay, let's grab you first. So when you attack 1. Sense. No. Okay. And I'm not certain if there are 3 or 4 cores. Because the next time that we have a CC core will actually be at the very end of the game.
All right, let's clear them out.
Got you.
That is something to keep in mind. Like, the cores will not return for a long time. There we go, for the first time, over 125%. And we now get access to Smile Coin. So, getting over 100% allows you to get some interesting stuff, including something called illegal cards. These are cards that do not technically exist within the structure of the game itself and are not counted for your small battle cards, but you will still need to get them for the achievements. Also now 500 HP, nice. Okay. See, okay, crack. The left is a trap. And there will also be no enemies while the main gimmick is working. Or while the main gimmick is happening, you will not be able to be attacked by viruses. That's just so that on to make sure that, you know, that's an anti-annoyance feature. It was already in the DS version as well.
Did you really think you could beat us?
Cool. And there we go, we begin once more. Don't get caught up here. There we go. It goes by very quick, especially on 60 FPS. So let's go ahead and continue, shall we? Okay. We have another one right there, okay. Just scouting out the area beforehand. Moving into Whistle, which we already have. Okay, take a turn. And just follow the path. Yeah, you can often, the rule is that you can afford one mistake, but from 2 onwards it gets iffy. So we move into CC core number 3. Right after we are done here.
You ready, Mega?
Ooh. There we go.
All right, that was great.
Gives us Piranha Kiss. You know actually that it's an illegal card when it shows up in a different color. Okay. So that's a good way to know. It's like when it shows up in a color other than white, you know you are dealing with an illegal card. Okay, wood panel. Interesting. Not necessarily needed, but still interesting. Let's do a single use.
I'm counting on you, Mega.
And it does fire can actually be controlled as to what parts go where and what the pattern is based on where you activate it.
I was just getting started.
Yeah, spawn shot, thank you. Yeah, one of the ways you also, another way you can know that you might be dealing with an illegal card is if it's an X version. So normally you have 1, 2, 3. However, if you are having an X version, then you know for certain that you're dealing with an illegal card. Okay, so stay on the outer lane. And then just follow until... Okay, so the only thing we really need to worry about is staying on the outer line. There we go. Haha, without missing a single beat. And this time around, we didn't even see it slowly fall down. Very nice. Okay, let's see here. So another... Not there. Okay, so there's one more blue card, and then we are dealing with Club Strong himself. Gotcha.
You better prepare yourself. Goodbye.
Go. Get 50, divide line. Into B-slap. Into I-stage. And then we can use Flash Strike into... There we go. Because we are not, in fact, affected. There we go.
Wasn't even a contest.
We are not infected. We are not affected, so therefore we can just use these. This is Quick Ring. Okay, let's have a look. Quick Ring is rapid attack, charge, rapid. Yeah, sure, why not? I don't really use the rapid anyway, so it's not that relevant.
I won't lose. Have some of this. Here I go.
Into you.
Go.
Let's see here. He says and then immediately starts using it, but...
Go. Go.
There we go.
Come on. I was just
That's
getting
very,
started.
very, very nice. And now all we have left is Club Strong himself. See, Club Strong has gone a bit insane, believing himself to be king of a low ha 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 ha. So let's deal with King Club. King Strong, no, Club Strong. There we go, Club Strong. Club Strong is grass, and also perhaps the first boss people will have genuine troubles with. 1000 HP, He's weak to fire.
Bring it on.
And also, during every single time he jumps, as you can see, he both leads off a grass panel. And during bosses, you can notice here that the way it works is that whereas normally you are... Okay, hang on, right, good morning. Whereas under normal circumstances, the noise gate works by overkill. During boss fights, it actually takes half of the damage that the card would normally do and use that as your HP value. Or as your noise gate value.
Here I go. Okay.
So that is sort of like, if you're curious about sort of like what the inner workings are.
Okay.
Goodbye.
There we go. Ow, ow, ow. Hits 200% for the first time. Not certain if we can access the server yet. I don't think we can at this stage in the game. Let's see if we can at the very least make it to post 200%. No, not quite. 190. You know, I'll take the 190. As again, 2,000 zennies, because bosses are, I believe, the bosses are the only fights where it's been predetermined what you get. So not even noise, not even get it going up, going past 100% can actually change that. But it's a great way to get some very powerful cards very early on if you're very lucky. Don't you know them? We're at the beach with you when we last spoke. Oh, interesting. So yeah, it turns out we have figured out who the mysterious people are, or at least in game we now have. And we've also learned who this person is. Say hello to Joker. And you know, you gotta give credit to the evil bad guys that they're like, you know, it is so obvious that we're gonna be ruining the world. We might as well just let them know that we are going to do that. And yeah, there we go. Say goodbye to Strong. He was not strong enough in the end. So yeah, Joker is telling Mega his life philosophy of dog eat dog, which is unfortunately a way of looking at the world that we are seeing slowly returning to the real world as well. And we also now know immediately the mist. Like, he's just, at the very least, you gotta give the props for the fact that they're just out in the open here for it. And there we go. The Crimson is once again being sucked up by something. And whereas the other games were being very coy, I will say I like the fact that whereas the other games were very coy about love, like the Forbidden stuff, now they're just like, yeah man, we're 7 hours in, you're done with the 3rd chapter. You know, might as well... You know, we might as well. And so yeah, the confrontation is a few hours early, but it's still there. I also love it. There we go. Hang on. Just out in the open. No need for niceties. Oh, yeah, there we go. Virgo and Corvus. Also, Megas, please just calm down. Also, they've not quite been, well, now they've at the very least been added to the Stellar Police stuff. Whereas you think like, ooh, additional battle, which fun. And yeah, there we go. Now, unfortunately, Jack Corvus over here, 1300 HP, is a bit too powerful for us, so it's time to go ahead and just survive. Which, given the fact that we currently do not have a barrier or a first barrier, is gonna be a problem. But yeah, you can see here.
Take this.
Oh, there we go. Never mind. We can actually hit him. But you can see his attacks right here. But even then, I believe this is either a 3-turn fight or... There we go. Be quick. There we go. Okay, so we just need to be able to make it to the end, I believe. Just waiting here. Come on, buddy. Come on, get closer to me. Go here. Okay, there we go. So we've gotten enough HP down. In theory, we could very much beat it here. We could very much beat him here if we really wanted to, but unfortunately... there is someone here that has opinions on our fight. Immediately there will be no penalty. Ooh. Unfortunately though, in what can only be described as a pattern and also someone just not learning from their mistakes, Luna feels a desperate need to go ahead and investigate what is pretty clearly the sounds of fighting. I also love the fact that Luna, and this is something that is very much consistent over the course of the games, Luna just is under the fascinating impression that, you know, she can just demand from people who they are and all that kind of stuff, and the people will just answer. It's always just a fascinating little tidbit to me. Yep. Also, Luna, you just really should have been the moment to start running away. So yeah, F's for Luna, I guess. And yeah, that is technically the end of chapter 3. It is goodbye to the Saturday morning cartoon style of chapters, and hello to cause and effect. Well done. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, you did just randomly kill a random person in front of him. Like, outside that will affect people. That's roughly how that tends to happen. Like, you know, on average, people die, they get affected by it. There we go. So yeah, the return trip home is not great. Ooh. Oh, that is a nice remix. More, the usage of the piano is very nice here. I got this, yes. We have an ad break in 90 seconds. Will be a bit of a longer ad break, as I'll quickly be spending a penny. It makes sense that these two are being affected the most. Like, they were essentially part of our little group from essentially the start of the games. So yeah, just a nice little quiet moment for the game to recognize the severity of what has happened. So yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna quickly spend a penny. There we go. We are back. And it's fair that Zack is currently lashing out. Like, I would probably do the same thing. And we can say what you want, but it was certainly a trip to remember. Which, yeah. Exactly. Like, they're just trying to do the best they can with the information they've been given. Someone does know how. Ooh. I mean, maybe? Oh, yeah, no, Boreal. Used to work at NASA. Just where is he? He certainly is. Hi, Shada. How you doing tonight? I mean, to be fair, being an asshole has sort of been his personality. We've got 2 cipher codes, so we're gonna go ahead and use them. One of them was Omega. There we go. I don't quite know what the other one was. But yeah, I hope you're having a good evening so far, dude. And we are given... Double Eater! Ooh, nice. Let's also go and do some gambling. Cleaning today, but oh, nice. Hope you're having a lovely dinner. Okay, no, okay. But we do need to go ahead and okay, let's go ahead and buy some stuff here. Oh, whoops, that was too. No, didn't mean to do that. Also got some. Ah, okay. So these are just for small things that you otherwise don't necessarily need. But yeah, as for me, as for my dinner, I'm getting soup. Simple, effective, not in the mood to cook. Attack panel, big drop. Ooh. Me like a big drop. But yeah, I'm just simply getting some soup today. Spice amal. Ah. Wait for aloha. Aloha ha 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 ha. Stand sure. Also, speaking of being assholes, Hope, that is surprisingly assholish to say to Geo. And so we get the piano for the second time. Also, she still does not know that Geo is Mega Man, which just, at this point, feels like an insult. Anyway, let's go ahead and do something that I wish we could do in real life. Let's take the train to a tropical island. If only it worked in real life. If only it worked in real life. Oh well. Back to the good vibes. Yeah, exactly. But to be fair, like, the problem is I know that I'm in a situation where I can't do anything because I'm waiting to see if what the result's going to be from the application that I sent in, and it's so absolutely horrible. It's like, until a week ago, I could be like, oh yeah, I can change this, I can change that, I can put a point here, I can put a point there, I can maybe add some additional information, and now it's like, oh yeah, all I can do is wait. And I felt that's the same way 2 years ago when I finished up my thesis, where it's like, I finished my thesis, and like, I've got summer vacation, and yeah, now what? You know, it's like, it's like, oh dear, there's nothing I can do, and I absolutely hate that lack of control. Ooh, being watched. Don't look for them, they'll see you, and... Wow, alright, so someone is watching us. Most curious. Get going and find... Yes, let's find Mr. Boreal. I wonder who could be watching us. Could it possibly be the return of none other than Theater Kid, who got told that he will never make it past community theater? It possibly could be. It's more likely than you think. Anyway, let's go then. Hello, Mr. Satana Police. You know, community kid, or shall we go with community kid that got told that he can't even do a Christmas miracle, or what's that children's Christmas story called that's done every year? I don't know. I'm not a theater kid, so I don't know what would be considered a good insult. And yeah, we are getting some interest. We are about to enter actually a surprisingly interesting chapter from like the perspective of what it actually means for the overarching world. Fair processor stumbled upon strong. Ah. I mean, Gio, I really hate to be the person to break this to you, but Luna was a person. As in, flesh and blood. As in, Luna is a human. A machine can be repaired. You can activate the code of a machine again. You can't do that with a human. And we're actually entering an... You could actually have an interesting philosophical discussion on if this is the same strong as before. He also came back essentially lobotomized, Zach. Like, let's not get into... Yeah, and we are meeting yet another character in this game, Dr. Goodall. So yeah, essentially, what's essentially being said is that, you know, you can compensate the missing pieces of a machine because it's man-made. In the same way that if you have like half a steam locomotive, like you can get new parts in order to... Like, you can get new parts, and those parts will be able to sort of make up for the missing pieces. But technology hasn't gotten to the point yet where if we, I don't know, lob off an arm, we can just put it back. To be fair, there have been experiments with stem cells, and they've been really interesting. But, like, we're not at the stage yet where we can... as humanity just go like, oh yeah, we've lopped off an arm. Well, I guess here's a new one for you, and it's exactly the same as before. That's just not possible at this point in time. That was a passcode allowing us to use it on the Astro Wave. Oh no, wait, never mind. Well, the Astro Wave is later. My bad. Building up more and more each day. Have had anything strange happen to you? No. Anti-nice. Yeah, yep, so he did. And yes, it also allows us to get very illegal data. Claims that it accumulates the sound of EM beings. Ooh. Around noise for too long. Very interesting indeed. And as per usual, the thesis of the series is to always have hope. So yeah, we are currently being given some further insight into noise and possibly a warning of things yet to come. So yeah, we've sort of left behind the normal chapter structure. It's from now on a bit more cause and effect. So right now the main goal is, so you could argue we've moved from chapters to goal oriented. So the main goal currently is to help with Luna to some extent, or at least try and figure out how to help Luna. Also, fun fact, I believe someone figured out that this is probably the same mountain that was used in Battle Network. Or one of the many mountains used in Battle Network. Anyway, welcome to the National Waza headquarters. I'm going to quickly save here real fast. You can see here. Look at all of these lovely wave roads. Delicious. Also, investigating any correlation between the disappearance and the earthquake. We also have access to more cards.
Transcode! Mega Man!
Anyway, let me show you guys why we want to start caring about Hertzes. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you what might be the most cutest thing in any given Starforce game. Welcome to Mr. Hertz Square! Here's where all little Hertzes that we save are gonna go. Popular video game Burger Quest, yes. Yes, we want the video game Burger Quest. So yeah, from now on, we can buy, based on the amount of Hertzes that we have, we can actually buy special abilities. The notifies the effect of blowing, sucking, yes. Yes, indeed. Very much blowing and sucking, I guess. But yeah, anyway, we can go ahead and use our Hertzes as currency. Which one could argue is against the spirit of Mr. Hertz. I argue, hey, it's a currency. We might as well make use of it. Let's use unlocker. Ooh. Now keep clicking on. Throw abilities, 30 remaining. And yeah, side quests will also give us sometimes brothers as well. Oh, access Boo! Access denied. 3745, thank you. There we go. And yes, thanks, Ace. Get that O. Forget what? Fingerprint confirmation system. So this used to be done with the stylus on the DS. So also only once. Also, Epicreamy, welcome back. Hope you're having a very lovely day so far, one way or another. Hope you had a lovely Mother's Day. So I assume we're just using the A button this time around. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Only need to do it once. Better than ever. Well, good to hear. We are currently, we are done with chapter 3. We're currently in the Please Save Luna chapter. And we can now just enter Waza as we please. You raise... just get in ton of trouble. Ah! Yeah, to be fair, that is worse. That is very much worse. Being yelled at is just... yeah. See, being yelled at means that you can be yelled at again at a later point in time. And it's better that Mega hasn't changed one bit. Ah, dear, oh dear. Anyway. Let's not press the noise wave button. Go. Stairs left, Stella, please. Elevator takes you to the command center. Alright. Don't go into Stella Police until they finish that. Boo. Ah, but I want to key all the key crate. So in the meantime, take a quick look-see around. No blue mystery wave data. No blue... yes, no, wait, yes, yes. Also, it's Mr. Dubious! Hello, Mr. Dubious. I'm sorry, what? Young Fedor. Sure. Go and see what we have here. Same as... great, but blue mystery wave data, please. I may have some blue mystery wave data. I promise I'll be a very good boy with it. Clover... yeah, no, don't need any of that. Can't I assume I can't use the access panel. There we go. The last one. This is Sync Up 2. Ooh. Ooh, we haven't had Sync Hook 1 yet. Let's replace that with Jacket Attack. I'll take that. Also, we can fight Mr. Dubious. Let's do that immediately. Also, we've got 40 small chips, only 110 to go. So yeah, we can, I believe, now fight Dubious if we want to. And 020, which means that between Bud existing, Bud being a thing, and us getting here, 15 more people have been able to wave change. Also adds in 2 minutes. So that would be very fun. Yeah, let's go with an Battle Sickness Wing. Why not? Don't need it anyway. Thank you very much for the reminder to hydrate and to stretch. A little optional battle. Gonna need to do it anyway for his mega cards. There we go, there's a big stretch. Oh. Only 700, so less than before, less than Club Strong. But then again, it's also his normal version. Cooey! Well, guess if you're not coming to me, I'll come to you. Hang on. Support use. There we go.
Area eater.
Okay.
Into beast slap. And then... Ooh, hang on. I have a dumb idea.
Area eater. Area eater.
Haha!
Okay. Got you.
And then combined with White Sword. Ooh, hang on. Can I... This is the dumbest possible thing that I could possibly do.
Area eater.
Take this.
The answer is no! Boo! The game figured this out.
Okay.
Boo! The game is not allowing me to do it! Anyway, enjoy your ad break!
Take this.
We'll go ahead and pause the game. No, we're not. Because it's purely a fight. Like, we're out. The game is clearly not designed to be played this way. Still fun though to have done it once. There we go. Let's have another 57. Still gives us normal Cygnus Wing. Which means we now have our second mega card out of... Unknown. We do have only 5 mega cards though. I'm kind of running around here for a moment. While we are waiting on the ad break to end. Like, I'm not sure how long we're gonna go for. At a minimum, another 40 minutes or so. I might... Depends on how long it takes us to find all the pieces that we need, because... There we go. Welcome back, everyone. Let's go to the 57th floor. Yeah, not sure how long I will go for. Like, I might go until this very particular event happens, but I'm not sure yet. See, we're okay, still the same. Also, speaking of the map, we now have access to Echo Ridge, Paisamal, WBG Studios, the Waveliner, and Aloha. Meaning there's only 2 locations we have not yet found.
Transcode.
And one of them we're currently in. Please don't. Nation behind the scenes. And, ooh, cool. Also very cool. Thank you. That leaves us at 510. Yes. Be on the fritz. Ooh. Let's go ahead and hold for a bit. Everyone and say this is my son. Aww. It's very effective fighting against Dealer. Oh, cool. And the Bowser folder. And we can just kind of mix and match from there. In fact, our library is not quite done up yet. But yeah, we can, if we want to, grab whatever we want from this folder. We're not going to for now, but yeah, it's still there. There we go. So Calvin was very well respected over here, which is just very nice to see. And we've also got a message that he is ready, but we're not, because apparently something is on the fritz. And when something's on the fritz, that means we can do a thing. Oh no, wait, we can't yet, because we don't have access to it yet. My bad, we can't do it yet. Please ignore. Because we don't have full access yet. And so yeah, we immediately get jumped into the meat of it all. Oh, oops. So we're getting a quick explanation on on who Mr. King is, who his henchmen are, all that kind of fun stuff, and on Joker. Yay! Like I said, like I kind of feel that the whole "ooh, Mr. King is evil" thing would have hit harder if we actually saw him be good, if that makes sense. Like, if we just kind of saw him do good deeds, or be like somewhere where the children are, it's like, oh yeah, this is all thanks to me, or ooh, you know, then there's a bit more to it. But now it's just like, oh yeah, he's evil. I'm like, makes sense. Like, I do get that Breaking Bad is still the gold standard for people pretending to be good, but like, it's not difficult to throw in a scene here or there. Pain in the butt, yeah, probably. And to be fair, this is the idea of like crimes becoming more complicated is something we see in our own real life as well. It's sort of that weird juxtaposition where as technology becomes increasingly easy to use, we sort of forget how the technology works. So crimes both become more complicated because there is a section of people that stay up to date, and you kind of need to because the technology gets more complicated. But it also becomes easier because the social engineering part of those crimes becomes easier to do as well. Also, let me do something real fast. I quickly need to clean my glasses. So, please do allow me. Okay, I actually just bought a whole new set of like 30 of these glass cleaning things. I'm very lucky that they are very, very cheap. Because otherwise my monthly expenses would skyrocket. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that works. I really need to get myself some new glasses. I really need to get new things within my frame, but they are like... The glasses I have were bought when I still had money, so they would nowadays be... And I bought them like when it was like 90% off, so they would nowadays be like 800 euros for the glasses that I need. Which... Yeah, we're essentially being told that we can deal with Jack and Tia, but Joker is far out of our league. Also, meet the world's most renowned scientist, Old Lady. And there we go, most esteemed scientist Dr. Goodall. Oh, no, I call him Maggie. She calls him Maggie. The balance has been restored to the universe. Ha ha! See, I knew I was onto something. Also, we now know that the A in A stands for Arthur. And at the very least, she's being honest by saying that she's unsure, which makes sense. Luna is a person made of flesh and blood, and yeah, so you know, technology is. It's sort of an interesting thing as well. Where often, like with technology, we sort of go like, oh yeah, until the 2200s, because we just kind of accept that we have no clue what the world is even going to remotely look like afterwards. So it's gonna be very, very interesting indeed. They've been around for a while. Fair. As well as a wizard. Ooh. Mind waiting? Not at all. It is genuinely great news. Oh, and she says she wasn't sure. I mean, it's still better than nothing. You know, like we're not sure. It's still more than it's not happening. There we go. Let's just help out. And I believe it was you. It's been infected by a virus. Sure. Sign with a picture of Mount Belenus on it. Good. Send your wizard to go after it. Okay, so there has to be a key somewhere. Well, it's probably over there. Let's see if we can find the key. Can we find the key, children? Let's see. There we go. We can now access Welser-controlled cybercores. Yay! Yes. Let's go ahead and help out. Because we're good boys like that. There we go. Into the info port CCC. Oh dear. Oh, it's gonna be one of these things. Well, let's just take the road south first. Like all the way south. Which gives us spread shot. Okay. And we go left. take a right. Oh dear. Oh dear. That is not gonna be oh dear.
Here they come.
Okay.
You're done for.
That could work. Yeah, you can see here the enemies are immediately going up in difficulty. Fortunately, there is no real way.
You're done. Come back when you can put up a fight.
Last everybody's got a normal stuff, which is Zenny's. Then we need to go here, down here. Then take a 2 lefts. Gotcha.
I'm ready to fight.
Goodbye. You're done for. Goodbye.
There we go. That's a bonk.
Blast them into
64%.
stardust.
Very nice once more. Dealing with the virus over here. Hiya, buddy. I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to delete you. Hope you don't mind, buddy.
I'm ready to fight.
Ooh, they're big boys.
Come
No,
back when you
not
can
big
put
enough
up
for
a
me
fight.
not to kill them. There we go, more Zennies. And from now on, we can go ahead and actually use the Master Key for a variety of things. But first, let's let him know that it's been finished. There we go. Which means we can from now on... Ha, funky. I'm sure there's nothing bad happening at all. Sure, the fact that our visit is starting to slowly but steadily get funky is not a bad sign in the slightest. No, sir. Also, Vogue is back. Hi, Vogue. She's been restored. Whee! Yeah, that means that she can technically be repaired. Given that she's currently in the EM. Unfortunately, though, indeed, it's like there is no code for us to replace if something is missing. Like a miracle indeed, but we've made miracles happen before. Yeah, there is an interesting implication going on here regarding that brother bands might actually keep people headed to some extent. Yeah. So press pieces are our next main goal has been found. To find all the press pieces. Oh, we're getting control of Ace. Oh. Of asset, I mean. Oh. I love how he's just being like, well, you know, I mean, I'm not sure if this is the right moment to help out. But, you know, it's a possibility that maybe if we just kind of look like, oh, you know, instead of like, I know he's just suddenly wanting to backtrack. Oh, Asset, you still do have a heart. Oh. Does that? Yeah, that's fair. So yeah, we're gonna go alone to Aloha. PG was equipped with a wizard adapter.
Wizard installed.
Search for the data of lunar plats. Yes, we're gonna need to find 6 pieces of Luna scattered throughout Aloha. But they could be anywhere and everywhere. Also got a Luna display to let us know how many parts we have gathered, but we will be doing that on Tuesday. Brothers. Oh yeah, sure, why not? Let's go and become brothers with the science lady. Go from the brother band, thank you. And up by 40. And we have moved to Luna for Life for Luna. If this works, the amount of implications for the human race in this world are rather massive. You know, you want to go ahead and once you get returned to normal, just first be smashed into pieces and become something else. %, chance, so it still requires a miracle. Seems that there's also some demons left with Dr. Goodall. So it seems there's also some more infighting going on. As it turns out that Jack might have started to be influenced by the fact that he's with children of his own age. Also, he's starting to hit puberty. Yay! There's also some more, there's sort of like a secondary conversation happening underneath this particular conversation. So the plot very much, as they say, thickens. And exactly every part of Jack is not calm at the moment. I mean, you've got a bunch of coin cards floating around. You could just go ahead and punch them if you need to. Anyway, let's go to aloha ha 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 ha. And I will keep making that joke. But yeah, that is it for today. Gone for about 4 hours. Managed to get a full two chapters done over here. Oh, whoop. There we go. There is stuff. Ignore all of this, please. There we go. But yeah, that's it for today. Next time on hopefully Tuesday, we're gonna go ahead and finish up Finding Luna. We're gonna gain some new powers, and we are dealing with the second third of the game. Like, we are now in a part of the game that's like we've long since left the first third behind. We're now into sort of like the second third of the game. Where the halfway point is kind of dependent on where you want to place it and how that all works. Essentially, chapters are now a bit more fluid. In chapters like to run more into each other instead of clear delineating lines. Like, if you want to use bosses as a delineating line, then we get a couple of quick chapters back to back. If you want to go with purposes, then it becomes more fluid. So that will all be very fun. We're going to go ahead and continue with that. Also, once we have the power, be ready to deal with multiple hours of me grinding one very, very specific thing. Because of course I'm going to. That was always in the planning. Thank you all for joining me for tonight on this lovely Sunday. A reminder that once we are done with Mega Man Starforce Legacy Collection, once we have 100%ed the collection, we will be spending the Sundays going through Infra. And if you want to play along, you can do so by looking the game up on Steam. It's a walking simulator / civil engineer's worst day on the job. So there's a lot elements from lots of things in them. So yeah, thank you all very much for joining me today. I am noticing there is some weirdness going on with the activity feed, because it says over here that the height rate was 15 days ago from Pony, despite it being 2 days. So I'm gonna see what's going on there. Unless I've all of a sudden time traveled, which I haven't, last I checked. Thank you all for joining me. I'll see you guys on Tuesday for more Starforce. And yeah, have a good rest of your Mother's Day. Have a good night.